subscribers, those grown up people out there that can actually sit down and listen to a podcast. It's Felix Black, man, aka the man with the golden guns, Mr. Felix Black on YouTube now. Got a couple topics I want to get into. And you know what? I actually should have named the podcast Sound Off, because, you know, that's what I'm going to start doing on topics, man. Just sounding off on stuff, you know, and what I'm about to sound off on is the YouTube community as a whole. Not COD, not StarCraft, not Ghost Recon, not, you know, Gotham City Imposters, not the specific groups of people. Just just YouTube in general. I'm about to say COD already. Just YouTube in general, man. I've been doing this for about a year and a half, close to 2 years, and you know, I just really started taking it seriously recently, probably about a year or so. I guess that's not so recent if it's a year ago, but you know, I just started taking it seriously then. I didn't have a good, how do you say it? I didn't have a good way of commentating when I first started. Now, some may argue that I don't have a good way of commentating now. I don't care. Could really care less. I'm talking about what I feel about as far as the content that I put out. And I've always said, man, YouTube is such a fickle bunch. And I was just specifically talking about COD because that's what I built my channel on. So that's who I had most of the dealings with. So I may be a little biased when speaking about things. I know people are always going to have a rebuttal and say, well, no, it's not that way for everybody. Bullshit. The YouTube community is so fickle. They don't know what they want. And it's agitating. And it's really to the point where it's almost pointless. You know what I mean? And you know, I went with the whole commentary is the big deal. And commentary is still the big thing for me. I could care less about gameplay. I could care less if you rush, camp, sit on the corner, spin in the corner and shoot up at the air. I don't care about that. But people are so focused on how everyone else plays the game. Like, I get tired of watching videos just complaining about the way others play the game. Stop playing it. Any game that you play, you're going to have people who don't play the way that you want them to play. Oh, so what? So what? Cry about it somewhere else. Just the whole entertainment aspect of YouTube is gone. It's a bunch of complaining. A bunch of people just talking about how bad the game is. It's just why are you posting the game? Why are you playing the game? If the game is so terrible, if the players are terrible. I made a video, man, and it was a letter to Call of Duty rushers, and it was basically explaining why we defensive players, campers, I don't give a shit what you call it, camping, I don't care, why we campers play the way we play. It was never to say that we're better. I've always played that way. I will continue to play that way. Anyone who doesn't like that way of playing, you can click dislike on the video. You can click off on the video. You can unfollow me on Twitter. You can unsubscribe on YouTube. I really could care less. I really could. Because I realize that there's no pleasing YouTube. And when people ask for feedback, when people ask for, you know, what would you like me to do next? It's pointless, man, because no one ever gives you that feedback. No one ever has anything interesting to say in the comments. Never. Now, of course, that's an exaggeration, but 90% of the time, it's nothing even worth commenting back. And I feel bad when someone takes the time to leave a comment on one of my videos and, you know, I can't reply. I'm not about to force a reply. Doesn't mean I'm an ass, because I'm not an ass. I'm a really cool guy. But if your comment doesn't warrant a response, you won't get one. That doesn't mean that I think I'm better than you. That's just my opinion. You know, feedback is feedback. But just a pointless comment is just that. It's a pointless comment. But just YouTube, man, it's not entertaining anymore. Everyone's complaining about the games. Everyone's complaining about the players. Listen, however you play the game, you're going to see that as the right way. Point blank, period. If you're a rusher, you're going to see rushing as the way to play. If you camp, you're going to see camping as the way to play. And you're going to make a case for whichever way you play. If you play for fun and follies to get, ninja diffuses, whatever it is you do, you're going to think that that's the way to play. Whether it's have fun, win, casual. So commentators have to remember that when they're doing videos. You play a certain way. Man, there's over 1 million people, 2 million. I don't know how many people are registered on YouTube. I don't get into the statistics. I'm going to say 1 million. So out of 1 million people, you play a certain way. All 1 million people aren't going to agree with the way you play. So why complain about it? There's always a demographic that does something different than you. And a lot of people are just on YouTube who say they're not on YouTube to get money and to try to be known. That's bullshit, man. Come on, we got to be honest with ourselves at one point or another. If you don't like Modern Warfare 3, if you don't like the way people play the game, then why alienate them? If people were trying to help others get better, then they would play multiple play styles. That's what you would do. You would say, okay, this is what you do when you're rushing. This is what you do when you're camping. You wouldn't bash one play style, man. I'm just watching the videos now, and I can't even comment on half of them because half of them are just bitching and moaning. So I'm just taking in a different approach, man, for just entertainment purposes. And I think I will continue to do that because just putting out information, however people take it is however people take it, man. I try not to bash a certain type of person, and I was never bashing rushers. Check this out. If you've ever played with me, you know when we get a full team of 6 and kills are hard to come by, I'm gonna put on a submachine gun and run. That's what I'm gonna do. And I do damn good at it too. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna hold a 4 KD. I don't need to hold a 4 KD. I've had a 2.4 in every Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. It went up in Black Ops. It went up in World at War. Why? Because those games are harder for noobs to play. That's it. Other than that, it's a 2.4. If I really camp hard like I want, like I do most games, it would be even higher. But I too rush around. I do that. So just because I make a video to rushers, don't assume I can't rush. I mean, in 1v1, I mean, that's pointless. If you could beat me in a video game, congratulations. Congrats. Honestly, I have a lot more going on in the world than just sitting and studying video games. If I could do that, 1v1 me all day long. But the fact is I'm a commentator on YouTube, an entertainer. Something that a lot of people don't do is entertain. Maybe it's just me. Let me know some people that are entertaining commentaries. Not just bitching and moaning about Dead Man's Hand and Last Stand and he got me prior to my Moab. Not just people who can get triple and double Moabs. Okay, that's great. That's not entertainment. That's you getting a good game. So why is that entertaining? That's not entertaining for me. If I want to get a Moab, I can go get one. I don't need to watch you to see how to get a Moab. Come on, man. Come on. Like that is a problem with YouTube because it's not entertaining. There's only a few commentators I can even see that try to be half entertaining. And that's El Presidor. I mean, he goes out of his way to do things that he does. He trolls, he just gets underneath people's skin for entertainment purposes. You're not going to learn anything from the guy. You're not going to come away with a dissertation or a PhD from gameplay or anything he says. It's entertainment purposes, man, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It's just like TV, man. I watch TV for entertainment. I don't tune into TV. Well, I don't watch Big Bang Theory to learn how to be a nerd or to learn how to do physics because I like the characters, man. I tune in because it's funny to be entertained. I don't watch Everybody Loves Raymond to learn how to live across the street from your parents and be married. It's entertainment, man. I like the people. the people. So my gameplay, it is what it is. Sometimes I'll talk about the gameplay, but most of the time I can care less about it because it's going to be my style of play, and people aren't gonna like that. Okay, so go somewhere else if you don't like the gameplay. Seriously, like people are starting to just complain so much. Just think about it for 5 minutes. Think about how many videos you've watched. And I apologize if I was one of those people making a video complaining about something. I apologize right now. Because every video I click on, man, is complaints. I know I've said that, but it's complaints. And it's not even worth going through my sub box anymore. Wow. I mean, and that's saying something. And it's not everyone, but I'm just... very rarely do I come across a video that's actually informative or it's just entertaining. You know, they made it for amusement. But I mean, most of it now is just, I think the oversaturation has gotten away from everybody. And the core entertainment value or how to help people get better is lacking. It really is. I mean, honestly, think about, why do you put out videos? Whoever's listening to this, why do you put out videos? To help people get better? Okay, well, how are you doing that? If you put it out for entertainment, how are you doing that? What are you doing to entertain? You know what I mean? And I think we all need, and people just want to wonder how to get partnerships and wonder how to make money and stuff like that. You know, be entertaining. Bottom line, I don't care if you're playing Halo, if you're playing jacks, if you're playing pickup sticks, 52 pickup. If you make it entertaining, I mean, you will get there. Or make it damn informative. I mean, Guns for Hire and Woody are so informative. And I think that's one of their things. White Boy makes, different videos using green screen and all these other things. But as far as people who just play COD or just play games and they're good at the game, I'm not watching you. I'm going to say that straight up. I'm not watching you. If you don't have a personality, I'm not watching you. You gotta have some substance, because one day the gameplay is gonna go away. There's gonna be a game that you're not good at that's popular. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna bitch about the game all day? Like, no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. So I'm not gonna stop commentating because that's what I like to do. And like I said, I might make more entertainment focused videos, just something that you can laugh at, have a good time, keep it moving. I'm going to continue to play the way I play, and I will share that with the world sometimes. Other than that, no. And if people come by the channel and say, oh, you're a camper, whatever, okay, get over it, man. Get over it. You telling me how camping is not the way to play will not make me change the way I play. I paid $60 for my game. You paid $60 for yours. If you want to throw yours into the Nile River, the Amazon, the Mississippi, that's what you do with your disc. Your $60. I choose to find head glitch spots and pick people off. Get the W. That's the way I want to do it. So get off my back. Get off of everyone's back who rushes and you don't like rushing, who camps and you don't like camping, who trick shots and you don't like trick shotting. I will still address the quickscopers in my next memoir. That is not hating on them at all. It's for entertainment purposes, man. It's to make you think a little bit. I know people on YouTube hate to think. They just want to, this is how you get a triple Moab. How you get a triple Moab is play against noobs and have a team full of teammates who can't hit the broadside of a barn. That's how you do it, or aren't doing anything. That's how you do it. I mean, there's no special recipe. You don't have to be super good. Come on, man. I mean, it's the luck of the draw. To me, you get a triple Moab, okay, great. Can you put that on a resume? Like, if you want to impress me, talk to me about real world stuff. You know what I mean? That's what impresses me, not virtual stuff. You got a triple Moab. Fantastic. Great. Now what? Like, if that's your biggest accomplishment, something that you tell people about, like you have an issue. I rarely even talk about my YouTube channel to people outside my household. I don't think my mom and my dad even know I'm a commentator on YouTube. Because it's not that serious, man. It's something that I want to do, something I wanted to help build into a bigger industry, and that's what I'm doing with VidThrough. So I think that'll be my focus, man. Just I see a whole new crop. I won't even say a breed, a whole new crop of just up and coming commentators, man. Whether they be good or bad, they just have that fire. You know, we all started out. I won't say we all started out bad, but we all have grown. Hopefully you've grown if you've been doing this for a little while. Hopefully you're not still commentating the same way you were. Hopefully you've tried some different styles, and hopefully you've just grown. And I think I see a new crop coming in, and this VidThrough thing, man. I want to make this work so bad, because to me that's something that goes beyond gameplay, that goes beyond just videos. That's real world stuff. If we can get this network going, I mean, it's already going, but I mean, we're pushing it to the limit. So that's what I'm focused on now, is the VidThrough network, like doing its thing, man. And if we got to bring people into the fold, which we're doing with Game Changers, that's what we're doing, man. We're pushing the name out there, trying to get these new guys that's coming in onto the scene into it. We're trying to get them some money in their pockets. We're trying to get them some notoriety, you know, because damn what anyone says, if you're making videos, you're getting 0 views, 0 likes, and 0 comments, you're gonna close your damn channel down pretty quick. Because when everyone does a commentary, they're not talking to themselves, they're talking to viewers. So I hear people say that they don't do it because there's a possibility of getting partnered and making money. That always goes in one ear and comes out the other. Because you can go knit or something, or you can you can go pick up grass, or you can do a lot of other things to kill your time than expose yourself to criticism and hatred via the YouTube community. And I mean, come on, I'm gonna just kill that conversation, because that goes in one ear and comes out the other. Seriously, man, like, talk to someone else about that, because I never believe anyone who says that. But yeah, the YouTube community is just annoying me right now, and my sub box was full of stuff, and I was going through it. You know, I click on links that people like on Twitter as well, and I mean, about 6 out of 10 is just complaining. Really. Complaining. Or it's the same stuff I've seen over and over again. Snipers in drop zone. People getting Moabs and infected. Trying to call out people for boosting. I mean, we've shown how many people rage quit. So, I mean, that's another thing. It's just, there's a bias as far as win-loss. People always say, oh, it doesn't matter, win-loss is just a game. But you're saying this guy is the best ever, or he's awesome at the game, when he quits out damn near 50% of the games he plays in. Like, how is he the best? You know what I mean? It's such a bias. And from one day to the next, people like a certain thing, people hate a certain thing. People jump on the bandwagon of hating a certain gun. Then all of a sudden it's taboo to post gameplay with a certain gun, because then people just dislike it. Then it's taboo to be a certain age and be on YouTube because people are just mad. YouTube is not even worth the headache of putting out information. That's in my opinion. Because most of the people on there aren't going to listen to it. Most people just click on your channel and sub and don't even come back to the channel. I'm like, how can you even think that that's helping me? I just had someone subscribe to Mock Tactics channel, man. It's nothing on the channel. It's a video up saying I have a new channel. Rest in peace, Mock Tactics. I just got a subscriber today. Got one yesterday. So, I mean, sub counts. I mean, Sub counts is pointless. I see these big YouTubers have like 700,000, 1 million, 200,000 subscribers. They're not even getting close to that in views. So I'm like, why stay subscribed if you're not going to watch the video? Why? Why subscribe to someone to go and intentionally dislike their video? It's not even worth it. So I'm just going to do just pure entertainment. If I get the knack to do commentaries, to put out information, I'll do that. But for the most part, I'm just going to have fun with the videos. The views I get. I'm not even trying to impress people with gameplay. I'm not trying to impress people with know-how. Just putting out information. I will get, like I said, I just put out a video of my COD Elite stats, as of today. And, I will share some, I won't even say personal, but like my stats and stuff. I'll share that with people, man. But as far as how I get my stats and, you camp to get your stats, I don't give a damn about that. I really don't. Because I had the same stats in Call of Duty 4, and who cares about Call of Duty 4 stats? Who cares about World at War stats? Who cares about MW2 stats? Nobody. So when the next COD comes out, no one cares. No one cares if you have a negative KD. All of that stuff is for me personally. Like I don't even know how many times it's just, man, I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. I put out videos for entertainment, and I'm gonna start doing that specifically. And if people stop watching them, I'll move on to something else. If people continue to watch, I'll continue to do it. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's ridiculous that the state of flux that the YouTube community is in. It's really ridiculous. I mean, I have some topics for videos that I want to put out, and really none of them are just like to help people, get better at the game. I see some of the best YouTube videos are just people falling off bikes. You know what I mean? They have the most views because people, they come on there for entertainment or to, how-to type stuff. I think I'll start focusing on the how-to type stuff or maybe like news related, just information. But as far as gameplay, like I was over that at one point and I tried to go back to it. And, no one's running me away from it or anything. No one's scaring me off. I can take the heat, but it's pointless. You know what I mean? It's not even. If you go against something that someone says, in my opinion, of course, hear me out. If you go against something someone says, at least have the intelligence to defend your stance on that. That's all I'm asking. And I can't tell you how many times that someone has opposed something that I said, and I'm like, that's cool, man. You got your own mind, your own opinion, man. I value that. Well, why do you feel that way? Oh, because so and so said, because so and so did, or they don't have a response. And to me, that just means you're a follower. And the last thing I want to do is take any criticism or advice from a follower. If you're a person that can stand out in front, speak your mind, and take those hits because you're standing up for what you believe in, talk to me all day. All day. But if you're someone who rides coattails and doesn't have your own identity and you're finding it on YouTube or in video games, you don't have anything to say to me. As far as advice wise, I mean, we can politic, we can talk, but it won't be anything in depth because you can't understand where I'm coming from. And I damn sure can't understand where you're coming from, and I don't want to. So, if you guys see a slowdown in videos, that's because I'll put them out when I get ready to. But as far as my YouTube stuff, it's vid through driven now. You know what I mean? So, try to get this vid through thing up off the ground. Try to get that working. Try to get that going. And I see where that takes us, man. That's a lot of fun because there are people out there with the drive to actually do that. And just helping them, just giving them, little tips and hints and help. And just seeing them grow, get better, get more notoriety. I mean, that's good enough for me, man. I don't necessarily need to reap the actual rewards. Just, I know I've helped people. I know people have helped me. And you know what I mean? And that's all that matters at the end of the day. But just me personally, man, I'm over the whole one day it's this, the next day it's that. Like, people don't even know what they're doing anymore. So yeah, man, the Mock Tactics channel is a wrap for that. It's over. It's only up just so those last few stragglers can see the new channel. New channel is Mr. Felix Black, and that's where I'm gonna be. Check me out. But this has been the Hear Me Out podcast, man. I just wanted to sound off on the YouTube community because I'm going to have some stuff coming out. Like I said, I have a memoir to the quickscopers. I have a memoir to the campers. You know what I mean? I just have some other just entertaining videos. And that's why I'm putting them out there for entertainment purposes. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. And that's all I got to say about that. Again, it's been Hear Me Out, man. Thank you guys for listening to those who got past their ADD in order to sit and listen real quick. Thank you for listening as always. Felix Black, man, aka the man with the golden guns, Vidthrough Network, managing director. We're gonna get this thing off the ground. If you guys want to help me do that, please let everyone know Vidthrough is looking for directors. We do partner. This is not a game. This is for real. All right. So again, thank you guys for listening. Hear Me Out. This is the podcast. I'm out.